Hey, none of you son of a bitch. All right. Sounds good. Two can play at that game. You're aware I'm the editor in this process, right? Like, I could just eliminate you from the stream entirely. Never make the editor mad. Ever.
I like to tempt fate.
Don't upset your costumer.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. We are live. Hey, thank you very much for watching. You find us again on another Wednesday evening. This is episode 51 of Krasden. It's entitled A Real Problem. Nice catch-all title, because I have no idea what the fuck they're going to do.
Well, that sounds like the real problem.
51.
51. And
51.
we've probably missed a month and a half, at least. So we're well over a year in this campaign at this point. It is the show that never ends. Hey, Patrick, you want to go ahead and tell us what happened last week? You were heavily involved.
I was heavily involved, but you have to remember that my recollection comes from, metal parts and wooden parts. So
We got to get you more RAM, dude.
So there's some things that I may not have remembered, but I think we started off in the sewers last week, where we just the week before we had beat up on a bunch of stuff, some ghosties, and we decided to leave and go somewhere else. So that we went back into the sewers. Is that right? Is that what we did? Yeah, that's what we did.
You decided to go back into the sewers and try to make your way.
We thought we needed a map, so we thought we'd go back to the
academy.
To the academy district.
The academy, but the academy was heavily guarded, so we had to get past the guards. So we took about 40 minutes to try to figure out exactly how to get past these guards.
Yeah.
And way overcomplicated schemes to do it. But
yeah, we probably could have just walked.
we finally got into the academy, and we went to Search Adrian's office. And while we were there, some students came in and tried to figure out what the hell we were doing there. And I guess we tried to convince them that we were there for a purpose. And Duncan rattled on about something about destiny and crap like that.
That sounds like Duncan.
Yeah.
That's me. Right.
Eventually, digging through Idris' stuff, we found some pictures of Jenny, and these pictures were moving. And we found that as we shuffled them together and put certain ones together, we could see that it was actually a way to locate Jenny. And we thought that was good for us, but bad for us if other people should get it. So we decided to distribute it amongst our party. So among the 4 photos that we had, everyone but Ori got a photo. So we have that going for us. So then we tried to head to Dumas' office. And his office had already been emptied out. The new occupant, though, told us where his stuff has been stored. So we headed on over to that place there. And while people were searching, I was keeping an eye out for what was going on. Let's see, Joe and Bagby, you went downstairs and you got tormented down there, right?
Sure. I got zapped a little bit. I got a little zippy zap.
Yeah.
Nothing happened to me. I just rolled on Joe's back like a giant donkey.
He is a jackass.
So, Joe was the giant donkey. Got it.
Yeah, anyway.
That whole combo placement.
Mike, your words are hurtful. Anyway, we in the basement. The only real thing of note we found weird surgical. We assumed they were surgical tools that
Correct.
looked like Hollowell's tools. So they were magical of some variety.
So then Ori and Duncan, they went upstairs, and they actually succeeded in finding a map of the sewers. Right?
You did.
He found it was kind of piecemeal, but it was all there.
And we kind of still need to meet up with Keen. So we figured, actually something was going on outside. Like there was this ruckus going on outside, and Didn't quite understand what it was going, just peering through the window, so I decided to disguise myself extremely well and headed out into the streets to find out what was going on.
He put on a
while there weren't
poncho.
many guards around, they were all like centralized in the entranceways to the different divisions of the city. And I don't know how he saw through my disguise, but an operative of Keen's recognized me and pulled me aside and told me that we needed to get in touch with Keen, that something major had happened. So as a
was
group
his disguise.
collective, we decided to head on over through the academy, through the Minotaur stairwell to get a hold of Keen. When we got to Keen, we find Captain Blackmore. They're like in rough shape, on death's bed, and we did what we could to try to revive him. But as he's dying, he says to me, "I'm sorry, Crucible. Peel my skin to my bones. The Horned One killed me. Find Andy. Tell him I said." And that's where we left off.
Something tells me you're going to find this Andy and actually say he said, ugh.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to Chad. Thanks for paying to be here.
Woo.
Anybody got anything to add to all of that?
A Crucible, you left out something that I think is quite crucial, and that is that you were a falcon for just a time.
Yeah,
It's
you were
amazing.
a bird.
What was that like? Tell us all about that.
I was a red-tailed falcon, and for a guy that sinks like a stone, it was kind of cool to be like in the air and flying. That's the first time I ever flown in my life.
You ever seen a bird cry? Cried that day.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. Don't laugh. Fucking
Oh,
It's
dick.
not really like a red-tailed hawk thing. It's more of like a dove thing.
No, you said red-tailed hawk.
I know, but the crying part.
Oh, that.
Like
that
when
I
doves-
see.
All right, let's
No.
not make it about gender, you fucking anti-feminist jerk.
Yeah, with the doves fly. So,
There was
anyway,
there was nothing involving gender there.
I don't know.
There are male doves too. Do you think doves are all female? I'm
So,
confused.
anywho,
I don't know.
What we ended it on was Crucible turning to us and saying, "I can revive him," or something like that.
Do you
I can
want?
resurrect
Do you
him.
think I should bring him back?
you
Yeah.
guys bring it back to life.
Right.
However, I have another option.
So we're in character now. Go.
I could bring him back to life, or I could talk to the dead.
I'm
Oh,
going to toss out a vote for talking to the dead and not bringing him back to life, because what if you need to bring one of us back to life?
Holy fucking
That's what
shit!
I
You
would
can
do.
talk to the dead. You guys are interesting. This is great.
Does seem a little more in your wheelhouse.
So,
I'd rather like to know what he means by peel the skin off his bones before we actually do that. Let's see if he's being literal or if he's being figurative.
That's a good call.
Crucible, it's going to have to be up to you. We've got a minute to decide.
I think I should hold off on reviving him, exactly as Bagby said. If I got to save one of your asses, I'd rather do that than save his.
I'd
It'll
put.
probably be Ori's ass. I'm throwing that out there right now. It'll probably be Ori's ass.
I was about to say that too. It's clearly the elf, right?
I mean, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so if I talk to the dead, I've only got 5 questions that I can ask him. So we need to decide as a group what we're going to ask him.
Is there a time frame on this so we can we take our time and really do our notes?
We can take our time on it.
Okay, I will say there is a bit of a rush because there's a kid in the other room that's life is riding on this a bit.
What do you mean?
The asshole that brought this fucker in. Okay, so you asked me to follow him, right? So I go to a guy I got in my pocket. Happens to work near him. Soldier type, right? God. I say, hey, follow him around. Give me notes. Do it on a daily basis. Work overtime. Look like a good kid. Just follow him around. Shit goes tits up in the general. He doesn't know what to do. His, I guess, soldiering instincts kicks in. He drags his ass here. So, depending on how this goes, I ain't joking. I might have to kill this kid in the next room. I'm just saying. I got to put a crossbow bolt in this kid's eye, I think.
Well, I would definitely hold off on that for a little bit.
Well, unless you got a better plan, it's probably going to happen. Listen, I know y'all heroes and on the up and up. That's not really my gig. Okay? I'm just saying, he kidnapped a general that was injured and brought him to crime boss.
Can we talk to him before you make any decisions?
Are you going to be heroes?
I mean, we're working with you. We're not going to take him out or anything.
Okay, well, I'm in the room. I'll be in the room. I'll be in the room.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm just saying. I just wanted to make you aware, because for real though, human life on the line. I've killed a lot of people, but I don't do it lightly. You know, I get a little weird about it. I do it kind of lightly, but this kid's nice.
Oh boy.
Is that Joe Pesci?
It is Joe Pesci. Somebody made a Joe
When did
Pesci.
Joe Pesci get a Hulk Hogan stash, by the way?
It doesn't look anything like Pesci, does it? I found this weird pit. It was Pesci at some premiere for his. I think it was the Scorsese film on Netflix. What was that called?
Oh, fuck.
Casino 2.
No, it's the
Electric Boogaloo.
fuck. Can't remember.
Chat is asking for a prayer right now. I don't know if we want to get into that. Just some random people in chat.
Do we want to say, Duncan? Do you want to say a prayer for our dear departed captain here?
Well, that's not really the kind of prayers I do so much. That's more Crucible.
Yeah, Crucible could say a prayer.
Oh, fair enough. That works.
That'd be the Irishman, by the way.
The Irishman, thank you.
Right.
I'm pretty sure that was for the premiere of The Irishman.
Off the cuff. Let's see. What? May you live a very long life and not ever have to worry about anybody peeling your skin off.
Right.
Well, now I am.
Bad.
I don't know. I'm
Well,
not good at making those up.
I don't know if that was necessarily a prayer for the dead guy, because he's dead, and we're probably gonna have to peel the skin off his bones.
Why are you laughing about this? This is a very somber moment.
Let's maybe make
sorry.
question one of the questions you can ask.
Yeah, because we're definitely past our minute. We're not going to revive this guy, so we're going to have to ask him some questions. We got 5 questions.
I got paper here. I'll take notes. Okay, I'll take notes.
Okay, so why did you want us to peel your skin off your bones?
Yeah. Oh, that one seems obvious. Yeah.
I feel like that's a good question to ask.
Who was the horned one that you said killed you?
Horned
He
one.
might not know. He might only know it as the horned one.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
So is that a no on the horned one thing?
You know, she Bagby's right. We should
Okay, I'm more.
fix that one.
Put that in a different list. Put that in like a second.
I'm doing this in ink. Can we just like?
Right. Sorry.
Can you put that like in a sub-bullet underneath the bulleted item?
I'm right. I crossed it out. I'm just saying I'm doing this in ink. If we could.
Right, but we don't want to forget that one in case we want to come back to it later.
Well, it's one cross. It's just a cross through it.
I mean, can you still see what you
All
wrote?
right, you're just being a dick now. Let's moving on.
Why
He's
did he put us
enjoying
in-
fucking with Joe Pesci way too
Why
much.
does he want to keep us in jail all that time?
Oh, in jail. Yeah.
Right? Because why would he want us to stay there?
Why?
What was he? Yeah, right. What was
Okay.
it all about?
Hey, can I get one in here? So we got like 5. Huh?
Don't know. What is it?
What question are you wanting to ask?
It's a little private.
Well, I think Crucible has to ask them. It's not like us popcorning questions, so you're going to have to tell Crucible.
It's not like you can whisper into his ear.
Where's the wedding ring?
Can you be more specific?
No.
Because if I ask him where's the wedding ring, he can tell me where anybody's wedding ring is.
Oh, no, I'm pretty sure he'd be known. He'd know what I'm talking about.
I'm not sure about that.
I mean, you could specify at Crucible that says
Where's Andy's wedding ring?
Andy's wedding ring. Where's the wedding ring that Keen
Wait a minute.
wants?
Who's Andy?
I have a question for you. Who's Andy?
It's his husband. It was unclear. Maybe boyfriend, but at that age, it feels like partner. You should say partner, I think, at their age.
So that kind of eliminates one of the questions I was going to ask, which is where can we find Andy? It sounds like you
I know where
already
Andy
know
is.
where we can find Andy.
I know where Andy is. Andy's with his wife and kids.
Right.
Oh.
It's always so sad when you find out someone's living a lie.
Well, it's even worse because Andy's full name is Andrew Grothless Adine.
So, as in, like...
No, as in the other Adines. Come on, kid.
Scandalous! Oh, sorry, something got in my throat there.
Blink, blink.
So if we decide to do a nicety for Commander Blackburn there, maybe we can ask him what he wanted us to tell him.
That could be one, I think.
He did seem to be getting to that, yeah. Yep.
What you want to tell man friend? I don't know. It's not boyfriend. It's he.
It's Andy. What did you want us to tell Andy?
Well, I'm trying to make it more personable. Yeah, okay.
Hey,
Andy.
he told us Andy.
I'm right
So
now.
we can-
I'm putting in Andy. All right, I'm putting in Andy.
All right. So going back to like questions that will actually further us on what we need to be doing and getting answers for what we really need to get answers for. Do we have enough of those?
Where is the horned one? Or where did the horned one attack you?
So are we saying that we already know who the horned one is?
No, the fight happened the general got fucked up.
Where is
We know
Dumas?
that.
That's a good question.
Well, how would he know Dumas?
So he said, peel the flesh from my bones. And I hold up the surgical bag of tools we got and put them on the table. In Dumas' house, we found these magical surgical tools.
And you think, okay, I follow this. If it's unrelated, you're throwing one of these precious questions out the window.
Yeah, I just throwing it out there.
Oh, fuck it. Yeah, all right.
Going back to my question about the horned one, you asked where we might be able to find the horned one, but my question is, do we already know who the horned one is?
No. And that,
Wait, is it
that's why
one of the Minotaurs? Did the Minotaurs do it?
Yeah, it seems to be a reasonable assumption, but
He was specific by saying the horned one kills me, not the horned ones killed me. He didn't speak plural or as in a group of things. He was pretty specific about the horned one.
right.
Is there another?
But Bagby made a good point about that. If what he told us was the horned one, then he probably doesn't know anything beyond that he is the horned one.
Unless that's the thing's name. Like, people got all sorts of fucking names. I mean, I call a dude shitlicker.
Anybody familiar enough with the history of Baphomet to know that if that is one of his pseudonyms?
Everybody roll history. Hey! Bagby, you get advantage.
Anyone remember that painting?
I do remember the painting.
Only Ori and Duncan saw the painting.
I rolled the same thing
I
twice.
didn't say that then. 15 on history.
15?
What natural?
Well-
What was that, like a 0 basically? Bagby.
I rolled an 11.
11. That is so small. I cannot see it at all. You're gonna have to tell me. 4. You did tell me. I just didn't hear it. I apologize.
Whoop.
Too big. Too big. Oh, Alt click. You can crop the input, so you can get rid of the top. You can get rid of the tops and the sides of that on your OBS.
Alt click?
Alt or Control, one of the two. But you have to drag it. So you like hold Alt and then start dragging it.
The edges of it.
There you go.
Bounding box that goes around.
Firmly grasp it.
Firmly grasp it. Firmly grasp it. I had to back up from the microphone because that was going to be loud.
Hug.
My son has started watching SpongeBob, and I freaked the fuck out. I'm so excited. I love SpongeBob.
My kids got me a great shirt. It says, Patrick, he may be a star, but he's not very bright.
He is not, but he is excellent in every scene he is in. God damn it.
Oh, well, that's very nice of you to say about our friend Patrick.
That I would say that about all Patricks that I've met so far. I love you, Patrick. You're beautiful.
Okay, so history rolls. I love you
History
too,
rolls. Did you roll with advantage, Bagby?
Yes, I did. I rolled an 11 twice.
Yikes.
Starting the night out well.
Okay, so that's gonna be 15 be the only thing that accomplish anything. What does that mean? You would remember, Duncan, you would recall the painting. There was no, you were not told a name or given a title or anything like that. Crucible, from a religious standpoint, Baphomet has been referred to as the Horned One in certain texts, but not. That's like one of the lesser names. Unless Blackburn is like a religious theologist of some sort, it's unlikely that that would be a reference. Sorry, theologist. That's I just recalled.
Theologian.
Theologian.
Theologian or theologist?
Theologian. You're correct.
Yep.
I wanted
Not
to do that for a
theologist.
while. I thought that was a fun thing I wanted to do. Because I was an idiot.
All right, even with all that, we're still kind of in the gray of knowing who he's referring to.
So what I got right now is, why did you want skin off bones? In jail, why? What you want to tell Andy?
And your ring question, if we can get it in.
Listen, you get that ring question in. Maybe I owe you a quick one and don't kill this kid in the next room.
Yeah, if we could get him into some kind of witness relocation program instead of murdering him, I would very much appreciate it.
I would prefer that as
Unless
well.
he kind of deserves to go.
Well, I mean, he works for me.
Oh,
They all kind of deserve to go.
It's hard. I don't like the idea. I'm just telling you.
I'm just trying to be honest with you guys. Like, you seem
So
on the up and up
maybe
with me.
instead of
So
asking who the Horned One is, maybe we can ask where we could find the Horned One.
That seems like it.
maybe no. Yeah. Okay.
Relevant
Where
question.
find?
Because if we find out where, the moment we get there, we'll know who.
Horned one.
I didn't believe that's what Bagby said.
Well,
It
Bagby
is,
said-
but it's okay. Sometimes it's better coming from a dude.
No, it just takes a while to sink in.
I literally don't remember you saying that. I am sorry.
No, it's fine. Keen interrupted me right after I said it, and then we went on a long tangent, and we got back to it.
I apologize. I apologize.
I planted the seed. That's I just put it in the universe.
I apologize.
No, it's fine. But thank you for remembering what I said, Duncan. This is why we're best friends.
This is
No,
why.
right? Because
What?
I listen to you all the time because you're
What?
quite smart.
Wait, what?
This is actually the thing I don't like about Zoom. Its noise gate is not functioning at all. It's very stable, right? I'll give Zoom the credit for that. It's very stable, but you can't adjust anything. And the noise gate is awful.
So do we have one more question there, or is that all of them?
Well, I
Yeah, it
mean,
would
we've
be all
got
of-
5, but that includes the wedding ring question.
I'm fine with that.
Do we think we've got it covered? What we need to find out? Why do you want us to peel the skin? Where might we find the horned one? Why did you want to keep us in jail? What did you want us to tell Andy?
Where's the wedding ring?
And then where's the wedding ring?
I think we did a good job vetting our questions there as a team. We had a little bit of trouble listening to Bagby the first time around, but overall, I think we figured out all of society. I mean, our problems, and we.
I just had a thought there. We should have a 6th question just in case he answers one of the questions with the other question. Like, what if we ask him, "Hey Andy, what did you want us to tell Andy?" And then he says, "Well, I wanted to tell him where the ring was."
That's
And then
it.
we're
That
like,
ain't bad, actually. That ain't
No,
bad.
we don't have to ask him the ring question.
Oh, have a back burner. Okay.
So we have the 6th
Okay,
question.
back
just in
burner.
case.
Right, but the problem in if he doesn't give us more information within that, then we kind of still burn the question. So we just have to be careful and listen very carefully to him.
Right.
Oh, that's a.
You may just answer, "I wanted to give the ring back." That doesn't. Then we still have to burn the question. Where the fuck's the wedding ring?
Your GM is very interested to see if you'll listen. The
I just know that the GM's gonna fuck with us. So
No, God, why?
What? No.
That hasn't been exactly what I've actually been taking notes on while you were asking me this stuff.
Yeah, you've been writing your answers down.
Okay.
I'm
What's
glad that I'm asking the questions because if it was Ori, he'd start off with, "Oh, how you doing, eh?"
Oh, you know.
I never say it like that. I say, "How are you, know?"
By the way, I found the answer. I found the answer to the perfect question.
To the ultimate question.
No. The genie question. Genie comes out, say, you get 3 wishes, but you can't wish for more wishes. You wish for more genies. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
There you go.
Saw that shit online. I didn't come up with it. I ain't smart enough for that. But I'm spreading it around in case.
That big brain shit.
Just in case it happens.
Yeah.
He's slipping into his deputy character there.
Just in case.
Well, ladies and gents, are we ready to roll on this then?
It's you who's got to ask the question, so it's on you if you're ready.
How does this spell work? If you could explain it to me, please.
Okay. Basically, oh, well, this is the other thing I've got to ask you guys. I do have to give a sacrifice.
Well, that's a big fucking... Well, I got a guy in the next room.
Something worth 25 gold pieces.
He's
I've
worth
got
about 25 gold
25
pieces.
gold pieces.
Does it have to be an item worth 25 gold pieces?
Joe's kind of literal.
Can't.
Let me look through my box and see what I have here.
Okay.
Ooh.
Let me
I've got
let me double check that. That may not be because one said 25 gold piece thing. This one just says burning incense.
It's probably the incense is probably worth 25 gold.
All right, my hair looks terrible, but I can't wear the hat because I'm sweating my ass off. Because Mark won't let me cut my hair.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark.
I'm sweating.
I mean,
Oh, no, it just says burning incense. So
if it has to be an item worth 25 gold, my component pouch that I use for various spell reagents and nothing else I'll need to empty it before you use it. But the component pouch itself is worth 25 gold.
You might have been thinking of a different spell, Patrick.
Yeah, I may have been looking at, when I was doing my thing.
Yeah, I'm sure Ori has some incense on him. Fucking hippie.
Well, and I should have some too.
Well, he has something similar to incense on him. I don't know if you should shut the door.
I mean, I know of people who use incense to cover up the smell, but I mean, why bother? Everybody knows I do it.
I do have a block of incense. Okay, so the way this
Can
works
you
then
smell?
is that it happens. The only restriction on it is that the spell fails if the corpse was the target of this spell within the last 10 days, and
That
he hasn't been.
Yeah.
I can ask the corpse up to 5 questions.
Yeah.
The corpse knows only what it knew in life, including the languages it knew.
Yeah. Right.
This is where you can have some fun. Answers are usually brief, cryptic, or repetitive, and the corpse is under no compulsion to offer a truthful answer if I'm hostile to it or it recognizes me as an enemy.
Okay. Well, the enemy thing
Not
could be an
speculate about
issue.
Future events.
The enemy thing could be an issue.
Then he shouldn't have trusted me to give me that information. So I assume I am now.
I'm just putting it out there for your consideration.
Mm-hmm.
I think he wanted to be your friend, though. I think in the end, he wanted to be a good person.
Go ahead and roll.
friend.
Go ahead and roll history, Crucible.
$19.
Edwin was always a very private man when he served with him. But his one way of getting along is he would play music. He had a little violin with him he would play all the time. And he was caring but private. There was a lot of... you would catch him shedding silent tears away from people on days of particular hardship. So, emotional, but very private.
All right. I go ahead and I cast the spell.
Okay. Can anybody else see the told spirit? Or is it just you?
Everyone can hear it from... I don't see a restriction on that.
Okay, so yes. The shadows in the room seem to spread from under tables, chairs, corners, and then start to pull and coalesce directly above the body. Standing on the other side of the table opposite everybody, you see a young version of Edwin Blackwen. Basically the same as the picture, but raven hair throughout.
Edwin. It's me, Crucible.
Crucible.
Remember me from the march.
That wasn't a question, that was a statement.
You know that it is not my character to bring a person back to life. This is not what that is about. I've brought you here to answer some questions and to ease you into the next state of your existence. I know your heart. You are a good man. You care about people. You always have. My friends and I, we are on a mission. A mission that would save this world as we know it. Save a lot of lives, a lot of innocent people would be spared their lives. The questions that we ask, we feel, will help us immensely in accomplishing that task. And I truly believe that the man that I knew during the march would want that too. So when I ask these questions, please bear in mind that you would be helping us out immensely. First question that we would like to ask you is in regards to what you told me before you passed. Why do you want us to peel the skin off of your bones?
Is it... I can only speak when you ask. I want you to... There's a procedure done to me. I believe. I have no proof. It was done by a Dumas. I awoke slightly during the procedure. I was drugged or poisoned. The proof is inside. He starts speaking again, but no words come out.
I just turned the group. He wants to tell us more, but it is not in direct answer to the question.
Maybe we hold on to what more do you want to tell us as a last question.
Hey. You cutting one of your questions?
Just saying.
Because I got a dog in this fight, and I think I've earned mine.
And when you spoke of the Horned One, and that he is the one who's responsible for killing you,
He puts
where
his,
might we find the Horned One?
He puts his spectral hand over his open wounds. I don't know. I have no idea. It came with...
Great.
Ask any questions during the charades.
Cannot ask questions during charades. 10,
10,
13.
13. 13 horns. I'm not asking, I'm making statements.
What's
Team
that
Minotaurs?
question?
13
Cow.
minotaurs. 1. Big ass.
One really big one.
I mean,
Large horns. Curls. Mini
multiple
horns.
horns. Covered face.
Could not speak.
Could not or did not speak.
I'm going to cast minor illusion I create the sound or an image of an object within range that lasts for the duration. I'm going to create an image in my hand of Baphomet from what we remember seeing.
Okay. He looks at it.
Okay. And I will dissipate it.
I'm going to proceed with questions then. Earlier, you had us all jailed. Our question to you is, why did you want to have us jailed and keep us in jail for an extended period of time?
I was forced. I did not want you to. I was forced to want you to. You'll understand. It makes you do things.
Same kind of mind control with Adris.
I think we should just ask him what he wants to tell us. We're going to learn more that way.
It felt as though he physically couldn't. Like, that information was still kind of pertinent to our question, but he couldn't make the words come out.
If we ask him,
I feel like, and I'm saying this as a statement, that perhaps even in death, the spell that he was under or the type of control he was under may have lasting impacts in death where he is physically unable to say things. I don't know. I don't know a lot about magic.
I would agree with you on that, Bagby.
let's just
He's obviously trying to answer the question. He's unable to. I think we should proceed with the questions we had already prepared.
Yep, let's do the ones that were to help him and to help Keen.
Edwin, the next question is very personal to you, and I mean no offense in it, and I don't mean to get into your personal life in any way, shape, or form, but you did ask us to do something for you, and that was to tell Andy something. What did you want us to tell Andy?
Just tell him I'm sorry. And he was right. I love him very much.
We will handle that with as much delicacy as possible. The final question that we have is actually not a question of our own, but of our friend here. Where can we find Andy's wedding ring?
The spirit dissipates.
This may not be quite appropriate, but may your journey be pleasant. May your catch be plenty, and may the wind fill your sails to bring you safely home. Lady Umberly's name.
Hey, bring him back. Hey, bring him back.
That's all I could do.
He didn't answer my
He answered it by not answering it. He chose not to. He doesn't want you to know.
Fucking course he did. Fucking course he did. You misrepresented what you could do. I'm just saying.
never said anything beyond that. He could ask the questions.
I could ask 5 questions. How he responds is totally up to him.
Why is this so important to you?
Do you think this is cheap? Any of this? What's in any of your fucking business, eh?
I'm sorry. I thought we were friends.
We are. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm upset. I'm getting emotional. That is unprofessional of me, and I apologize. All right. Now, if you will join me in the next room, I'm going to let you ask a couple questions to Amuk, and then I'm going to shoot him in his dead face.
I have to say, Keen, I don't know if it was your intention, but you did help us quite a bit. And so did that guy by getting the general here before he died.
And I don't disagree with you. But there's a hard rule that I put on all of my men. And that's don't bring problems back to me. And this was a real problem.
If it would spare the young man's life, is there a way we can help you with that problem?
No, you don't seem the getting rid of bodies type group.
Well, we don't have to get rid of it. We just have to have it appear in a not here location.
Which will be the getting rid of. No, it's on me. Somebody buzzed.
That was me, sorry.
Listen, if it's really up you crank that hard, I won't kill the kid, okay? Sound good?
I won't speak for all of us, but I very much would appreciate that.
Now, if you don't mind, he steps out of the room. You can hear him from beyond the door, very obviously. Joey! Elle, come here.
So we're not just going to let him murder that boy, are we?
Sounds like he's not going to now. Right? Or did I hear that wrong?
I got confused there. Why did you say he wouldn't do it?
I think he said he wouldn't do it because we asked him to. That doesn't sound right.
It was so up our crank.
Yeah, I believe that's to say, well, since it seems to bother you so much, I won't do it.
Do we believe him?
I have a theory about this. I have a feeling what he said is true.
He won't do it.
But he might have somebody else do it.
I turn and leave the room.
I
To where I believe where that boy is.
You see him out in the hallway when you exit, Duncan. He's at the far end, where that L turn is that you've never been past, talking to a couple guys. he finishes talking to them. They start walking past you towards the room that you were just in, the Blackburn room. So they would pass all of you on the way in. Two, catch-all, larger, goon-looking people.
I look at everyone, and then I look at the two large ones, and I follow the two large ones.
They're going to Blackburn.
So they're just grabbing his body then?
No, well, first they wrapping him up.
I shall fetch a rug.
Should we do what he asked? And this is a really gross question, but should we peel the skin from his bones to see if something weird is there?
Before we do that, does anybody mind if I do some last rites?
You do you, buddy.
I go ahead and take a moment to do that. Something simple within the realm of Kalimvor.
Well, I don't think most of you guys are really up for that. So, if you guys think we should do that, I guess I can try with Crucible helping me.
Seen enough stuff now. I can help. It's not hurting him. He's already dead.
How about we do this? How about we do that? Bagby and Duncan go talk to the guy with Keen. Does that sound like a plan?
Right.
All right. Is Keen near us? Did he hear us say that?
He would have walked back in the room at this point. Hey, who's coming? Come on.
Hey, Keen.
Yeah, what?
We want to do what Blackburn asked.
Shit, okay. Yeah, go for it.
Do you have is that the best room to do it? It's probably going to be pretty messy.
Yeah. They'll clean up. You see the two guys that are in there just go, oh, fuck. All right.
You guys got a tarp?
I'm going to get a mop.
Take
All right.
good notes if you find anything, because it might be worth contacting Dr. Scablin to see if he maybe saw something similar when he was performing surgery on Adris.
Okay. Keen, you seem like a man who owns a large collection of sharp knives.
Yeah.
Could I borrow them?
You've got fucking surgical equipment. What the fuck you asking me for? Don't ruin my shit. Ruin your shit. All right, come on.
Sure
You two. Come on.
Okay. I guess that's what we're using.
All right. Well, so first, I would examine the body, to try and see where the skin might have been peeled away in the first place when Dumas did it.
Go ahead and roll medicine, I guess.
I throw a small knife on the ground by Joe that I had in my bag.
It's a butter knife.
Eh.
But Bagby yells, "We're holding auditions," and throws a butter knife on the floor.
And then I follow Keen and Duncan.
So I imagine how we do this.
I would love to roll above a 5 tonight.
I'm
You're not finding any like prolonged in what you're looking at. You're not finding any prolonged scarring. You didn't, what would normally be like medical scarring of any sort.
could I roll that as well?
Sure.
Gosh, gosh, I'm just can't see a damn thing. I'm tearing up.
I mean, he's also pretty torn up from whatever the hell killed him.
Could I roll medicine as well?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I got a 15.
you also don't find any scarring. That's particularly interesting, actually. This guy has served most of his life in the military. Came from the Great March. From what little you know from Crucible, is a blatantly terrible experience. And there's very little scarring on his body. Outside of the massive wounds that he sustained in death.
If you don't see anything either, he must have been. He must have had the incisions healed up by magical means.
But I got a question for everybody. How graphic are we gonna want to really get into this?
Not.
Don't be super
I don't
specific.
think we have
but
to be.
Let's just say I peel the bone or the skin
from
from his bones. Okay.
Okay, with that 50, would you like to roll medicine or sleight of hand, I guess, for your surgery?
Medicine is slightly better.
Go
So
ahead.
You want me to roll again?
Sure.
Okay.
I mean, it
got
can't
an
be
8.
like the pig back in Krasden.
Hey,
what was
I
it?
didn't want to kill the
I-
pig.
No, he named the pig. What'd you roll?
I got an 18.
Okay, you'll do a great job. We're just going to give it a little bit of time. Or you had something to say?
Oh, nothing. I was gonna help with the surgery, but
I would assume
Yeah.
Crucible will as well.
I mean, if you guys want to assist, I could try rolling with advantage if Mike wants me to, but that was a 17. I'm not gonna do much better.
It's fine. It's fine.
You can, you can roll with advantage. They're helping you. I mean,
I'm trying.
Assume what we're doing is not so much peeling the skin as making incisions and looking around.
18's better.
Okay. So we'll cut to Bagby and Duncan. You're in the next room over. Sitting in a chair. Not shackled or caged in any way, but there is a guy standing next to him, a very intimidating looking person. And this man, mid-20s, human, wearing guard style armor, Dina guard style armor, looks very stressed, nervous, sweaty, blood on his clothes.
Hello there.
Hey, Keen. Hey, man, you just need to know that I'm... Hey. Chill. Sit down. You got some water? Somebody gave you water? Yeah. All right. These two are going to ask you some questions. I'm going to ask you a couple questions. It'll be good. You'll smooth sailing. You'll be fine. This is my friend Duncan. This is my friend Bagby. All right, Duncan, why don't you,
So, what happened then?
I was telling these, it was all so fast, he's just, I was following him and, you can tell him anything. Just fucking tell it. Just fuck, what are you fucking studying for? Come on. Yes, sir. I was following him. We were level 4. He was going through paperwork, and he's doing his monthly walkthrough. And the walls caved in. There was a fire. I got hit in the head or something. I woke up. He was gone. So I just grabbed him and I started running up the stairs past people. When I got to the street, I don't know. Nobody stopped me. I found the nearest operative and. I didn't know what to do. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's not much of an answer, that kid. You're gonna have to answer a lot better. You're gonna have to answer a lot better. Babe, you got a good question for him?
Where did you find him? Specifically.
He was on the floor near me. He was on the floor. He was in a cell. He was in a cell, but right, because we were in a cell block on floor, and the bars were like all, I don't know, they were like bent and like broken and stuff. How bent? How bent? Explain how they were bent. Pushed in, like
Bent from the outside. Outside in.
Yeah. And they were like, I burned my hand on one. They were like hot. There you go, kid. There you go. And the details. There you go.
Now think really hard. Did it look like he had been in that cell for some time?
No, I don't think so. No, there was fighting happening somewhere else nearby. You could hear yelling. And there was people coming down the stairs. More guards to reinforce, I guess. One of them got something thrown into him as I was passing him. I think they were aiming for me. It's like
Why do you say that? Why would he be aiming for you for?
I don't know. It just like barely, it went right over my shoulder. And hit the guy.
And the other guy, the guy that got hit was a soldier?
Yeah. Reinforcements, I guess. I don't know. Maybe we were pretty deep in the general at that point. Like 4. I mean, there's only. I've only been down to 7, but I've heard it goes a little deeper.
That doesn't sound to me like they were aiming for you. That sounds to me like someone was throwing with impeccable aim.
Let's back up just a bit before all this happened. Before you ended up on 4. Were you following him then?
Yeah.
Where was he first? Where was he before all this went down?
Yeah, kid. What happened the rest of the day? Okay, yeah. I got placed on his security detail. I'm assuming that was. Yeah, it was me. Yeah. And so he always does paperwork first thing in the morning for a little while. You know, I've done detail before. It's mostly boring. Then he does like a walkthrough of some part of the 8 or the training grounds, depending on what day.
So stop right there then. So the paperwork that you're talking about, where does that happen?
It's his office, top floor of the general.
So you're there. You're just watching him as he does his paperwork, and then he finishes that.
No, I was outside the room. You can't be in. They don't let anybody else in.
Right. So you're outside the room, and so he comes out of the room at some point, or
Yeah.
did someone go in there first, and that's why he came out?
No, he was in there. I don't know, hour more. And then he came out and said that we were making a tour of the cells underneath. I don't know why. That was weird, I guess. General's supposed to be like, you know, strong. I don't know. I did my best, Keen. I really did. Yeah, kid, you're good. You're good. Just chill.
So you're going then down into the sales. Did you go right to 4 then?
No, he's checking every floor. He was like making notes about like he had a bunch of pages with him. They were like this needs oiled, or this needs there's a crack there in the outer wall, and it was like thorough as shit. We were down there. It took us like 2 hours to get down there, maybe.
So you're walking from 1 down to 4, and he's making all those notes. And what? So he gets to 4, and then you say there was fighting down there. Was there fighting before you got there, or was that after you got there?
No. It was quiet. It was boring. It was nothing. Yeah. We were on 4. We're halfway through it. I think it was below us. Pretty sure it's below us.
So something was happening in a block below you.
You could feel it before you could hear it, and you could feel it, right? Like you feel it in your feet. Like I don't know, like a bunch of horses ran by or something.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when things went off the rails then?
Yeah. He said we were going to do the whole thing today. It's going to take all day.
So was it just the rumble first, and then there was another rumble before things?
No,
Before
is
the
it
fire and things bent in?
rumble, yelling, fire from the stairs. It just they ran through it. They didn't care about it.
Who ran through it?
Just what are they called? The cow people.
Minotaurs.
Yeah, them. You could they were on fire, man. Holy shit, the guy who hit me was on fire.
So Minotaurs came from the stairs and ran through. And were they looking for something? Did they continue their way up?
I don't know. Man, I didn't even get my sword out. He just fucking I don't know. I was out.
So you wake up then, and there's the general. He's lying there, and you grab him, and you start your way up.
Yeah.
What do you see then?
People
You
ran
see the
past me. The
Minotaurs?
guy got hit. No, there's nobody above me. We were winning. No, they were fighting him at the stairs. The lower stairs.
So
There was a hole in the wall. Two cells over. You ain't supposed to be putting... Those are supposed to be thick. I don't know. I just grabbed him and ran.
And the thing you say that was thrown at you, or at least near you, what did that look like? What happened when it hit the soldier behind you?
It was a club, but it had like spikes coming off of it or something. 'Cause it looked like a bat, or you know, but it like stuck in him.
And whatever threw it Was it one of the Minotaurs or was it a humanoid?
I don't know. I don't know. I didn't look back. I just ran. Blackburn, he's heavy. I just was trying to get up the stairs, you know.
It's Lincoln time. It's
Lincoln
Lincoln
time
time.
in Lincoln.
It's Lincoln time.
Lincoln time with Lincoln. Ba-dum-bum.
Hey there, Lincoln. What you doing?
Hey
Say
there,
hi.
Lincoln.
Hi,
Hello.
Lincoln.
Hi.
I'm waving.
Say hi to
there.
everybody.
We interrupt this interrogation for a short Lincoln time.
Hello.
You're on the internet right now.
Mm-hmm.
You might be one of the cutest things. I mean, one of them, because there's also kittens and things like that.
You know, Jack. Don't want to leave
You
Jack
sing a
out.
song?
Yeah, he's taking a nap.
Did we have a boopy?
Huh?
We have a boopy.
Do we?
Did we?
I don't know.
So what you been up to then?
Maybe it's there.
How's the job going?
What?
You might want to.
Are you learning Mandarin? Because that's the language of the future.
Okay. Can you say goodnight?
Oh, man.
Bye-bye?
I mean,
Say
Good night.
bye-bye.
I'll see you later. Bye.
I
You know,
love
I
Bubba.
mean,
Good night.
it's not totally fair to assume that.
Good night.
Because, you know,
Yeah. Peekaboo. Peekaboo.
and now I drew a blank and my joke doesn't work.
All right.
Phil, that could be the name of your book.
You know what? I think we've made that joke before. That the name of my book could be like, and now I can't remember, and the joke doesn't work.
Philip Raby, joke assassin, here to kill the comedy.
I didn't kill anybody else's joke. There was no joke. I was just trying to make one, and it all went to shit.
Yeah. All right. We've all been there. All right.
Right. So, can you excuse us for a minute then? We're just going to step over here and have a conversation. But we'll be back. We'll be back then. Stay right here.
Okay.
Bagby.
Am I involved in this? Can I be involved in this? Are we team huddling? What are we doing here?
Sure, you can come if
Hey,
you like.
Team Huddle,
Sure.
come on in.
Huddle is not easy. Bagby. All right, Bagby. I'm gonna pick you up. I don't want to be rude. The huddle is not easy with you on the fucking floor.
Not without permission.
Do I have permission?
You can pick me up, Keen.
All right, thank you. I'm just saying the huddle
Oh,
doesn't work if
awesome.
you. Huddle doesn't work when we're 2 feet fucking tall. I'm just saying.
I am 3 feet tall, thank you.
All right, well, my eyes are bad. Thank you.
Right, so what have we learned here? So the general was down on 4, and then there were some explosions, probably lower, but there was also there was a hole in a cell nearby, so something came through that as well. So there was minotaurs coming all through there.
What I learned is that I need to hire non-fucking cowards. That's what I fucking learned. He didn't see shit.
I think he saw more than you think. It was very helpful information. I think we need to go to that cell that has the hole in it.
Aye.
I think we need to be concerned about this army, this enemy grouping, having either mages that can cast fiery types of things or a creature that has fire. It's also concerning that the Minotaurs seemed to have no problem with the fire. I don't know a ton about them, only from what I've read, but I don't remember hearing of them just being able to run through fire and not be hurt.
All right, now I'm gonna give away a little bit about me knowing some shit about you, but you killed some of these fuckers before, right? Like a
It was really hard, though.
couple times, yeah?
Well, the second time it was easier.
You're not there.
Oh, sorry.
Did you try fire? Did that work?
No, we didn't really try fire so much. So we
Not
don't
a
know
lot
for
of us
sure.
in our little group have fiery powers.
No Charmanders,
Prefer
eh?
water.
Gotcha.
We definitely need to go investigate, though.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how we'd get in there. But what we also found out is that they go quite deep. Perhaps deep enough to, get into the Underdark then.
My guess is they're probably coming from there.
Aye.
Fucking Underdark.
You said you guys got a map, right?
I don't know. Did we say that?
I don't remember. Felt like last week you did.
We've got.
No,
a
you didn't.
piece
You
of
didn't.
something.
I'm wrong. Ignore everything I just said. If only there's... fuck.
I'm curious how close we could get from down here.
Believe me, if I knew of a way into the general, I'd have used that shit a couple times.
Right. Well, perhaps we'll have to do some more investigation then.
Every time I send people super deep, they don't come back. I'm just saying.
I'd like to see his office
Aye.
and what this
No,
paperwork.
you're asking a lot now here, kid.
They're just things that I am interested in.
Right.
Yeah, and what you're talking about is one of the most secure buildings in this entire city that is currently under lockdown because it got fucking attacked.
Right. We understand that. We're not asking you to do anything.
I know, but
Just
I'm
talking out
telling
loud
you,
right
you
now.
shouldn't try it either. Give it a minute. Just breathe. Shit's a suicide mission for...
I think we might need to take this one with us. Maybe it'll jog his memory a bit. Say things to be there.
I mean, what else are you trying to get from him?
Need to know as much as we can know.
All right, take him. But if anybody around there saw him leaving with that fucking body in the other room, you're all up shit's creek. And if this gets back to me, I'm gonna put you in the box. I'm sorry, I love you. You're in a box.
It won't get back to you. It won't. I'll make sure of that. But we're taking this one with us.
Fine. Hey. Yeah. You're gonna walk with these two. You're gonna do everything they fucking say. I'm not joking. He gets right in his face. You're gonna do everything they fucking say. You're gonna follow them to the letter. And if I get back a single bad grade on this report card from them, I swear to God, I'm gonna cut you in places you never thought of. You understand me? Yes, sir. All right.
That sounds unpleasant.
All right. Good job. Get up. Before you leave, make sure you get food. Don't give me that I'm not hungry shit. That's called shock. Fucking eat.
No.
Right. Gotta wait for the others then.
Okay,
Come
cut
with
back
me.
to. Cut back to.
Okay, good. I have to pee real bad.
Yeah, me too.
Oh God! Why didn't I close my mouth?
It like splurts a bit. The
Just to continue the running theme of
yeah.
Joe getting.
Joe always
blood in
catches
his
it in his mouth.
Your wordings. Anyway,
All right. You rolled a 18?
I believe so. That sounds
Yep,
right.
it was an 18.
Where do you start your investigation? Your autopsy, as it were. Because that's what this effectively is. It's an autopsy.
We didn't see any signs of, aside from the obvious large cuts, we didn't see any scarring, right?
Literal none, which doesn't make any sense because he's an old man that's been in the military forever.
guess I'd start. I don't know, thigh.
You don't find any strange occurrences on the femur or inside the meat of the thigh.
Ori, Crucible. Any thoughts?
I'm thinking more about how there's no scarring on this old man, despite the fact that apart from his new wounds, despite his long years of service.
Well, I feel
If
dumb
they
for
really
not doing
peeled-
this before, so I had to cast Detect Magic.
That's about what I was going to suggest. I didn't remember if we did it beforehand when he was alive.
Oh, I had another thought as well. Well, we did do detect magic on him while he was alive, and
We did?
Yeah, that's how we found out there was a curse.
We did. I'm still going to do it again.
Right, just for a refresher. But
Well, to see
Well-
if there's any thing.
If there's a place we
besides-
should be focused on.
right. Well, my thought. So the thought that popped into my noggin while you're doing that. Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. Was if like there were any kind of runes or anything put on, say, like anywhere on him, either for control or for instructions. I wonder if this nice smooth surface we're looking at here on the top is really his skin.
I guess before I cast Detect Magic, I take a look at the split open thigh and see, does it look like that's his regular skin?
It looks like regular skin. You roll perception real quick, all of you. I'll put the threshold at 15.
Well, I got a nat 20. 21.
14.
17.
With a nat 20, so Ori brought that up. You're like, all right, I'll look at the skin. Let me look at the skin directly between the meat and the skin. And you see what looks like tattooing.
So like under the dermis?
Yep.
Okay, this doesn't sound fun, but I guess I'm going to flay the guy.
Careful, we don't want to mess up the writing.
Yeah.
Does that seem detached?
Have you
I feel like I'm
cast,
seeing too much of this stuff.
have you cast Detect Magic yet?
Yeah. Let's say Detect Magic helped me get a nat 20.
Okay. Now that you have Detect Magic active and you have created a new wound, you sense enchantment. Heavy enchantment coming from basically all of him.
Okay. Yeah. Do you guys see the tattoos here? There's a lot of enchantment coming from it.
You wouldn't have to take much skin to notice that it is basically a repeating ward of it's basically warding any sort of detect magic or notice sort of spell.
Oh. This
Happens
can't
if
be
you
all
remove
of
the
it then,
tattoo.
no? This would have to be just to hide the tampering. Where's the tampering?
If we remove the
Yeah, I see it.
tattoo,
Is the warding? Well, I guess
It's basically on
You
repeat.
told us what it's about. I was. Gonna
It's a
ask
very
the ward.
short spell, just on repeat.
I suppose it's as he said. We got to remove all of it.
Well, I got an idea before we do that. The last time we saw anything like this was Adris, right? Where they fucked with his head.
Yes.
And his wounds would heal.
I think we should check his brain.
We don't know anything about that. We'd have to have the Dr. Skaplin look at it. I'm no brain scientist.
You're right. I mean, I guess I'd probably just cut it open and be like, "Yep, that's a brain."
There's a brain.
Well, would you like to do anything specifically? I mean, there's some stuff you could look for. See if the warding's still up there. See if it's...
If it's a warding spell all around the skin that's preventing any detect magic, maybe if we remove it, we'll be able to learn more about what kind of magic's on the...
I really don't want to skin the whole guy.
That'll make for a rough funeral. Closed casket.
I feel like
Put
I
it
would gain a
back.
level of exhaustion if I have to do that. Just mental exhaustion.
Describe the tattoo again. Is it over his entire body? Is it in one section?
The section he removes from the leg, I'm not having him do the whole thing, but the section he removes from the thighs, one very short spell that basically says detect magic cannot be used or past this. It's a warding spell that is just repeated. It's a very short, very simple spell that is just repeated on loop over the body.
It's a moving tattoo.
Yep.
Or it's...
Yeah, no, it's not. It's not moving. It's just repeated over and over and over.
So his entire body's covered with this.
Spiraled.
Okay.
So why don't
That's what I was
we
trying to
just
get at,
remove? Why don't we remove this spell from a chunk above his head, and then we can see if detect magic does anything.
So remove some skin.
Yeah. So I
Okay.
guess we'll take some of the scalp off.
Okay. I'll let you keep that same medical. You remove some scalp. With your, if you'd like to reroll your perception, you may, but you can keep the same perception if you'd like.
I'll keep a nat 20.
Okay, thank you. I assumed. You start removing some scalp, and you see
I'll
that
reroll.
the skull. Okay. Ori doesn't want to
Ori, quit
watch.
bumping
He's
me.
watching through his
I'm glad I
fingers
got
at this
that out of the
point.
way.
He's watching through his fingers at this point. You see that Joseph and Crucible, after Joseph will point it out, you'll be able to tell as well. There's wards and runes carved into the skull.
Oh boy.
Well, Dumas really did a number on him.
There are numbers there? I thought they were runes.
I'm going to slap Ori.
Thank you. Thank you, Nurse Crucible.
Ow. Yeah.
That would hurt too.
Bitch.
That's a metal slap.
I think I should probably roll for that since I said the character.
Do it.
$14.
14.
Oh, good, he missed.
Yeah.
Ori's too dexterous to be slapped.
He probably didn't miss. He just didn't do any damage.
Yeah.
Is what happened. He slapped you. It just didn't do any damage.
Okay, I guess we're gonna remove a little, little bit of the skull.
Okay.
This has been my least favorite field trip we've ever done.
I feel like even Miss Frizzle
From
would have
what
said,
you-
let's just turn back. Kid."
Before you do that, I should explain. The warding you see is rather large. These are large individual runes placed on different parts of the skull.
Okay.
From what you can tell, though, it may be scalping the individual would help.
I'm sorry, my brain farted out. What did you say? What did you just say?
Removing the scalp cap
Yeah.
Would
What happens when I do that?
you have a full runed enchantment across the scalp of this individual.
Okay. So
Roll Arcana.
I'm gonna have these two help me.
Crucible and Joseph roll Arcana, or he isn't looking.
Okay, I got a 9.
Arcana,
Yeah.
no bonus.
Yep, same.
13.
You can't quite gather what it is. I can't figure out what. But you know it is purely an enchantment-based spell, whatever it is.
And based off of what you're telling me, is it my character's assumption then that this would be the thing that was controlling him?
You would assume, yes. You don't understand what the spell is, but you would be able to assume.
It's not the protection spell.
No,
right?
This is something very different.
Okay.
I'm gonna go pee. Bagby and Duncan, you can walk in the room now.
I'm gonna turn around.
Oh, I'm glad you're here.
Humberly's Grace. What
Told you guys to leave.
Right.
Oh, right,
back
buddy.
out and
I
close the
forgot.
door.
Actually, Duncan, I might need you.
Are you
Got a
sure?
question for you magical-oriented types.
Fine.
Do you think we could wash this and the spell would stay on it? We could have somebody look at it that might know more about it, like Dr. Scaplan, for example.
Suppose we could try.
Or do you think that would remove the spell?
I don't think just a bit of water will remove that, unless it's like, I don't know,
Cough,
some
cough.
kind of.
The GM said it was carved in.
Did he? Okay, sorry. I'm not lying. I had like a mini stroke there.
Oh, it's okay.
I just blanked what he was saying for like 2 sentences.
Yep, carved into the bone
Okay.
of the skull.
Okay. I hope
It's in
this
the
is.
bone.
I hope this is the only time we have have to do this particular task.
So Morgan's not the only one who had a TIA there. I do have a question about the guard that Bagby and Duncan are talking to.
Aye.
Why did he seek out Keen and not go to the other guards or whatever?
He was working for Keen.
Thank you.
Yeah, I don't think he's actually a guard.
Yeah, he was someone who owed Keen a favor.
Oh, okay.
And
He's a guard
Okay.
for
He
sure.
is
he's a
guard,
guard, but
right.
he was in Keen's pocket and he was tailing him. He
And
was
do we have a
intentionally
name
tailing
for
him.
said guard?
No, nobody's asked.
No one asked.
We'll call him Bob.
Or you could ask him his name.
No, his name's Bob.
I like this
He's
plan.
with us right here now. He just
Henchman
came in
Bob?
the room with me.
Hey, Bob, how's it going?
Was I?
He's calling you Bob. I don't think that's your name though.
No.
What's your name?
Adam.
It's Bob. It's Bob. It's
Always
Bob.
been Bob.
So,
Um,
Well, don't you
Duncan-
worry. We're not going to hurt you or anything. Oh, don't. I suppose that sounds weird considering we're next to. Yeah, okay.
Duncan, so just to recap for Mike, Duncan, I think this is the part that controlled him. I say holding up the brain cap or the skull cap.
It's the
You
top
think you
of his
could-
head.
Yeah. Do you think you could clean it a bit and we could see if Dr. Scaplan or somebody can tell us what it says?
I pop the cork on one of my water skins and
And maybe my
Shake
hands
water.
too while we're at it.
right, and I go to work on them. I don't put the water back in the skin though. Just let it fall to the floor at that point.
The guard, the goon in the corner. You can put it in the mop bucket. It's fine. I'm just gonna wipe this whole place down after.
And I put in the right into the bucket for him then.
He's just like leaning on the mop in the bucket, just waiting.
Well, you know, that's mighty kind of you. You know, they say cleanliness is next to godliness.
Yeah, I'm
I-
only doing
I-
it because he told me to.
I look at the guy and I'm like, what fucking kind of life do you lead that this is boring to you?
I didn't have to kill him.
Damn. Anyway, so I explained to Bagby and Duncan what we thought was going on, and I add the caveat that we're not sure. That's just a theory.
All right.
You think they were doing that to Idris as well?
Well, we know that Dr. Chaplin found tampering, or found like problems with his brain, right?
Aye.
So I don't know. This seems like it's more severe than what they did to Idris.
Right.
I don't know if we want to try and get this guy to Scapland. Honestly, like, I've seen my fair share of open wounds and even like split off limbs and all that stuff. You know, I was a battlefield medic when I was a young pup, but for some reason the brain stuff just gives me the heebie-jeebies.
I don't think he's gonna survive the trip to Dr. Scaplan.
Of course he's not. He's already gone.
Yeah, thanks.
Slap
That's-
Ori again.
that's why I suggested we clean off the bone
19.
cap, because that's probably not going to rot. Which I have now put in my backpack now that we have washed Captain Blackbourne's skull cap. This is the grossest episode we've done on this campaign.
That's going to be like a special necromancer helm. Blackburn's skull cap.
Man.
Severed skull cap.
So what are we
How's
doing?
his name spelled again?
Who?
Blackburn?
Like Blackborn.
Like the Born Identity?
Yeah,
Yep.
Bourne. Bourne. Edwin Blackburn.
Edwin.
Well, I don't need his full Christian name. That's fine.
Edwin Christopher.
Okay.
It is now. Never gave him a middle name, but sure, there it is.
Rodriguez is in there somewhere too.
The third.
Jimenez.
Edward, Christopher, Jimenez, Rodriguez, Jason, Blackburn.
Jason Bourne.
Jason Bourne Blackborn.
Matt
What did you guys find
Dang.
with our friend Bob here? Changing the subject away from Senor Blackburn.
Senor Bob.
Sounds like we need to take a trip to the general then.
Kids, I'm serious. That's a... Okay, listen. You do what you're gonna do. That's a lot.
Appreciate you worrying about us like that.
I'm worried about me. I ain't worried about you. I mean, if you want to get your fucking selves locked up, that's fine.
Won't come back to you. Nothing to worry about, but we have heroin to do, so
All right,
if we
all
don't
right.
see you again, you've been helpful. I do wish you would, try to be a better person. I mean, you're an okay person most of the time. But
All right, hey, kiddo. Kiddo,
try it.
kiddo, why don't you keep it to yourself? Thank you very much.
All right, then.
I would, as an
All
aside,
right, then.
as an aside to, I would do an aside with Duncan.
Right.
No, Duncan, I don't agree with everything that our friend O'Keen says. Well, quite I don't agree with most of it, but I couldn't help but overhear some of that conversation and the other woman. He might have a point about at least waiting till the heat dies down before trying to break into the general.
We'll have to have a discussion, but not here, okay? Not here.
Okay.
Right.
What? Oh. What?
I would say we're at like 6 stars right now, if that's a thing.
GTA, yeah. I mean, star count's high.
We were already wanted, yeah.
They haven't brought out the helicopters yet, but you're working on it.
Tanks are out.
I'm tired and pretty nauseous from seeing all of this. So I would like to go back to our place.
I'm on board with that.
Okay then,
You
Keen.
have a lovely night, Keen. Thank you for all of your help. I'm going to go vomit not on your property.
You have a lovely home.
So I'm taking care of the now cut up body.
You said your boys were going to do it.
I mean, it's true, but that was before you went
Still
sushi.
mostly together.
Okay, mostly. All right. Have a good night.
All right, come on with us, Bab. Oh, by the way, our place is haunted, but don't worry, you'll be fine.
We're keeping Bob.
Well, yeah, we can't
Right,
have him
that's
wandering
right.
off on us.
We're taking him with us. You know, when we go to the general.
Gonna save some time.
Oh, good. The party has adopted an NPC.
For the best low rates you can get online, go to the general and save some
Save
time.
some time.
Why that popped in my head? It just felt right to say.
A large 7-foot black man has decided to. Ugh.
Okay, we head home.
The highlight of Shaq's career, the general commercials.
He was in that commercial?
He was in like a ton of them.
Well, and he was in.
Wait a minute. He was in a commercial? What?
He was in a lot of commercials. He was in a shit ton of commercials, like for like Gold
No,
Bond
he's
and
like-
Icy Hot and all that. But I don't remember him ever being in a.
And,
No, he's like the secondary spokesman, minus that stupid animated
Papa
thing.
John's.
Yeah. Minus that stupid animated thing. He's like the secondary spokesman of the
Alright.
general.
I'm clearly. I don't know how I don't remember that.
He really does a B- to C+ territory acting job.
Hey,
So where do you guys go?
Kazam.
Do you leave out your normal exit?
I would actually like to speak to Keen before we leave.
Okay.
Just real quick.
Pull him off to the side or something?
Yeah.
Wait for other people to leave?
This isn't a huge thing, but I just kind of like keep it a little quiet. I would ask him, hey, Keen, I got a personal request for you. If you can help me out, I'd really appreciate it.
Yeah, ask me to do another thing for you. What do you
Well, this
want?
one should be pretty easy. We're wanted criminals, so I can't exactly go shopping.
Join the club, thank you.
Well, is that new for you?
And I pay it off generally, but yeah.
There's a book I'd like you to get. And I'd
book.
like a nice copy if possible.
Oh, well, God forbid you get used.
Well, it
What
can
is
be
it?
used.
What
It's
is it?
Nice.
He takes out his
It's a
notebook.
play called The
Play.
Princess and the Etten.
The Princess and the Etten. I have never heard of this. What in the fuck is this?
That's okay. You don't need to have. It's a play.
Is it good?
Uh,
I ain't much for
Yeah.
theater, but, you know. Is it good?
it's not for me. The gift is not for me, so it doesn't matter what I think.
Okay. I see. There's a girl. I get it. There's a girl. All right. Tell Lori I said you're welcome.
Funny. Anyway, that would be all I needed.
Yeah, all
I
right.
wrote down on like the 5th week that Jacob's favorite play was Princess in the End. I'm finally doing something about that. All right, I'm done.
That's going to be the wedding of the century. Can we all agree on that?
In the epilogue, that's how it's going to end.
Isn't it
It'll
weird
be the
how a
most
certain... Go ahead.
It'll be the most epic real wedding we have done on this show.
Isn't it weird how at a certain point these people become like people? Right? I always think of like Derek and Simone and Fuzzy and them like as people that I haven't seen in a bit. Or like all your characters. Like Bagby is not Laura. You know what I mean?
I still have a hard time differentiating Josh and Pancake.
That's a fucking you're beyond the looking glass when it comes to Joshua, but at any point he will become the Bandersnatch and it will kill you. But
Quite frankly, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't think of any of you as people besides my cousin.
I win.
No, you think
Right.
of me as your hetero life partner, but
Calm down, Lunchbox.
Okay, so you make your way back. At this point, you roll survival. Anybody who would like to? Duncan's probably your front runner on this.
Well, but Duncan never gets lost.
Does the map help?
Oh, right. Duncan can't get lost, can he?
Or I think he just never loses direction. So I don't know if that's quite the same.
Right. I always know, and if I've been somewhere, then I can always, essentially, I can
We
always
have
get back there.
we have 2 19s and Duncan with his feet and 13. You're able to. You have a path now. It may not be the most efficient path, but you have a path, right, to get back to your place.
Right.
You follow it. You enter into your HQ of sorts.
Herschel, we're home.
Oh God, I gotta bring up Herschel now.
Hi, Shaw.
We brought a guest. Please don't murder this one.
I want to get Herschel and Keen in the same room together.
Your GM would not like that.
Your head would explode. Right?
It would be bad. They would become one person. It would be very quickly.
Kind of
Just
slowly
have Herschel possess Keen, and you're good.
How are y'all? You booblers. Come at me. What are you doing? Who is this person? As Bob is recoiling in fear.
I grab Bob so he doesn't escape.
For the love of all of the gods, Bob, we told you it was haunted. Bob, Herschel, Bob.
Don't feel bad. I get that a lot.
Yeah, sometimes I feel like people just don't listen.
How was your day? I tried to make you dinner so when you came back. I can't touch things. It didn't go well.
Oh,
I
Well,
thought that counts then. Thank you very much.
yeah.
Did you get to murder anybody today?
No. The
No.
mailman was a possibility.
We got
Better luck tomorrow.
We have meal.
Bagby?
Did we have mail?
They just keep delivering the junk mail. I don't know what to do with it.
Goddamn Hy-Vee ads that are like 40 pages long. Stop killing trees.
It's like half political brochures. I'm not interested.
Current resident, valued customer, valued future customer. Bob Jones.
I don't know about you, but I, as a ghost, have always voted pro-life. And by that I mean there's a light cleric in town running for local administrator. Anyway.
Anyway, that's my time. Thanks, folks.
It's been 5 minutes. I'm getting the light.
That cane just comes out to grab him, but it just keeps going through him.
Fuck you then. You want...
Alright, so Bob, you follow Herschel up to the guest room and you just take a rest. You've had a long day and a difficult time, but you are our guest until we need you.
Herschel's our fucking butler now.
Is this... Let's be honest here. Is this a prisoner you have?
No, he's our guest. We're also protecting him from Keen because Keen wanted to kill him. So just so he knows that he's in our debt and is welcome here in our home.
Why not we let him go?
Because we need him later.
Ah,
He needs help.
sounds good. If you touch me, then you die. I'll stand in the doorway.
Oh, that reminds me. I gotta go make the main entrance, well, the sewer entrance more scary. I'll be right back. And then I turn into a giant, like that big wolf spider thing.
Oh, God.
Right in front of Bob.
Good old nope ropes all over the outside of your entrance now that you have to go through the next time you want to. Probably tomorrow when you want to leave.
I'm not gonna actually like make the door impassable. I'm just gonna have them all over the like corners and stuff.
Ah, gotcha. Looks like a Halloween Express or whatever they're fucking called. The
Spirit Halloween.
Spirit Halloween. Have those opened yet? I feel like they should open now.
Some are.
It's September 2nd.
There's one going up at Memorial Stadium.
That's a funny joke. That's a funny joke.
I posted that meme.
If somehow Trump gets the Big Ten to play their games, I am upset. Those children.
Today, I'm issuing an executive order. Sorry.
Yeah. Those children do not need to play. Not this year. The NCAA needs to give them an extra year of eligibility. And we just...
They're looking at November.
If it, at late season, I'd take that as well. I'd take a late season. That's fine.
Yeah, December and November are always really great to play in the Midwest.
I fucking loved the snow games when I was a kid, man. They were great. We played a snow fog game when I was little. It was like I was like a junior, I think. The field was pure ice, couldn't see shit. Multiple times I have memories of me and people on the other team as tackles would happen, everyone get up laughing. It basically wasn't it was like the most pure version of football you'd ever played in your life. Just everybody's like, why are we doing this? This means nothing. Okay. Long rest.
Yay.
I think we wanted to talk at home.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. You're having dinner. Who's cooking?
Oh, okay.
Sorry, Bagby.
I can cook. I have proficiency with cook utensils that I've never used.
It's always the tanks.
No, why not?
Well, you know, the tanks are like the hero in the anime. You know, they're the ones who always got to eat all the time.
All right.
So,
Joseph's cooking. Bagby, go ahead.
17 survival, by the way.
Good meal.
Good.
You seemed like you had a plan, Duncan.
I feel like if I was able to study the map for a bit, might be able to find a way in from down here. I mean, Kane said he'd always like to be able to do that, but he never figured it out. But the map, I mean, we've got some reference points. We know where things are. I just need some time.
And you didn't want Keen to know that we had a map, so...
Aye.
What?
well, you can certainly look over the map. I think you don't want to be too hasty barging into the general there.
I understand your point. I absolutely do. But if we could get there from under here, be quite stealthy, wouldn't it?
Maybe. I want you to know that I've got a bad feeling about it. And I know that most of what we do is very, very dangerous. Heck, some of it's heckin' crazy. But this just feels like a suicide mission that maybe not everybody's gonna come back from. And gonna be honest with you, I don't feel like I could ever go through that again. I never really wanted to get close to people again, but it you know, it happened, and I care about the lot of you a whole bunch.
Care about you too. But don't worry. It's not like we're gonna go in like an hour or anything. Got to figure it out first. And of course we won't go till we're all ready to go.
Okay.
Holy fucking shit. Oh, no, that's not quite right. I was looking up at I was trying to find a background for your like your home base. And I found one that was so close. So close.
Was there a goofy ass ghost in the picture?
No, it just, the problem is it was the exact room shape with the stairs leading up on the correct side of the room and everything, with the fireplace in the correct spot. Like all of that was correct, but the stairs lead up to just a bedroom sitting there for no reason.
Just get a background of the sewer from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles live action movie. Or the cartoon. That's fine too.
Well, if we have to go into the general at some point, I mean, we might. But yeah, we definitely need to plan it out first.
Duncan, you have the map, yes? You want to try to study it?
Aye.
Investigation.
Right. I'm gonna use a bit of luck.
Nice.
I'm gonna use another bit of luck, but first I'm gonna restart my app.
And then go ahead and add die 4 to it.
Maybe if your noggin's throbbing looking at that thing, it might be better to, just sleep on it, take a fresh look at it in the morning,
One more time here. Here we go. Right. I think I need a bit of sleep here, and I'll come back to it. Even with
it's
that
been a long
extra
day,
4. Right. Yeah, it's 11 with the extra 4. So let me try again in the morning.
All right. Full rest. Full night's rest.
I'm going to check on Bob.
Okay. You find Herschel just outside the room. He hears you coming. How you doing, Bagby? Good morning.
I'm good. Were you here all night?
Oh, yeah. Kept an eye on him. He is not a good sleeper.
How
Are you sleeping yet?
when you kept an eye on him?
I wanted to be close. So I was in the room the entire time.
Maybe tonight, be just on the outside of the room, or if you can, like, leave the room, then make yourself invisible and go back in the room if you want to watch so that he can't see you. Sometimes it's really hard for people to fall asleep when they see somebody else, like, watching them.
You're confused. I'm a ghost, not a lich. I don't have many magical powers.
I thought ghosties could make themselves seen and not seen.
Holy
Like-
crap, can we do that?
I don't know. Why don't you try?
I've got a plan for the day.
Okay. I'm gonna knock on Bob's door.
Crystal's my favorite.
Who's there?
It's me, Bagby. The cute little goblin who's really nice.
I'm not coming to the door. I'm not doing it, man.
Is it unlocked?
Yes, it's unlocked. He never locked it.
I'm going to go in the room.
I did repeatedly tell him if he touched me, he would die, but, you know.
Herschel, you stay here. I'm going to go in the room. Go practice turning invisible, Herschel.
All right, I'll work on it, but I think you're full of shit.
And then I will go in the room.
He's in the corner of his bed.
Dude, Herschel's fine. Yeah, ghosts are creepy, but when you get used to him, he's just like a little ghosty.
He just stared at me and said if I touched him, I'd die.
Well, that part might be true. I told him not to stare at you tonight. He's getting used to, like, living among fleshy bodies.
Do you know they don't blink? Ever?
I don't. I didn't like that. I've sent him to practice turning invisible. We'll see if that will help.
Oh, good. So invisibility will somehow kill me at some point. Good. Good.
You sound like you need breakfast.
Eggs, please.
I will go make you some eggs. Like I said, you are our guest here.
All of a sudden, as you're leaving the room, Herschel appears inside the room. Holy shit, you're right, I can do it! I could be anywhere at any time and no one would know!
I've created a monster and I regret everything I've done this morning. Oh shit! And I like run down the stairs. Oh guy! I have made an oopsie doopsie!
Oh boy.
My mistake! I thought it would be helpful and I didn't really think through the consequences.
I guess.
Broken mic.
Ooh, this is good comedy. Ooh, that's good. My face hurts.
I don't know if this means we need to kill him now. Or maybe lay some ground rules. Some house rules about invisibility. Yeah. I'll go write those down. You boys what do you want to do?
You hear it. Yeah, nobody responded. Nobody was interested in talking, I guess.
So I leave.
You
and
all
I go write some house rules for invisibility.
as you're leaving, you hear a scream. See, I can reappear and I can reappear at any time. It's amazing.
Number 1, stop torturing our guests with your invisibility and otherwise.
No, the scream was Joe, and he runs into the room. He runs into the room butt-ass naked. Why is Tommy Wiseau peeking on me in the shower?
No invisibility in bathrooms.
There's nothing you should be ashamed of. You're beautiful inside and out. I've looked inside you.
Oh, hi, Mock. Oh, man. Like, I'm sorry. I love it when your voices change over to Tommy Wiseau.
Oh, yeah.
Is that what you mean?
Yeah. I'm not an excellent voice actor. Let's be honest. So, what are we doing?
I'm writing house rules and I'll be back later.
Oh, my God.
The Spider House Rules.
Different movie.
I said the Spider House Rules.
I know, different movie than that did in the movie. Yeah, very different movie. I'm just saying.
Then okay, yeah, then the reference.
Then
yeah.
the Cider House Rules, very different movie.
Crucible, I'd like to take another look at this map here. And I'm hoping you can help me with. Just help me
Duncan,
settle
have
my
you had
mind.
your eyes checked before? Here, let me look at him. I think you'll be able to see this a little bit better now.
All right.
I would assist him this time. If I
Hey,
could.
Mike,
Yes.
I would like to see if I can find anything made of silver in the house left over.
Okay.
they're looking
Go
at
ahead
the
and
map.
roll investigation. What was your roll, Duncan?
Wait,
Yeah, so-
and then I get to roll the 4 as well. and
I
add
can't
it.
I can't see what that is.
So 22 is my total.
22. You have a good understanding of the first floor. You've looked at it before. You have a very good understanding of the first floor. You understand some nearby second floor and third floor situations. You do not have the time. This is going to be a prolonged.
All right.
You're going to have to do this multiple times to truly understand this map.
Right. What I'm looking specifically for is to see if we can actually get into the general.
Looking in the area
From
of where the
here.
general is from where you're at, Jesus. With a 22. This is one of those like impossible style tasks with Let me see what I can give you.
Roll a 19, and then I have a +1 investigation. And
Right,
The +2
right.
from Crucible. So
Um
and if I need more time, that's
The
fine
thing
too.
you notice. I'll give you this. Okay?
Right.
Let me pull this up. I'm going to pull up the map of the city. Okay?
Right.
The thing you notice, you're in the southern part of 4, yes? Of
Right.
District 4. The where would be the wall, potentially the southern part of District 1. There is a towering shaft that shoots very far into the map.
Oh my.
And it's in the same depth as the general, winding and passaging.
Bow.
There's not a lot that goes to the you're talking like over 10 pages of paper deep, because these are like, stapled and taped and like layered in weird ways. There's not a lot that goes that deep.
Right.
There is one not too far from you that does go that deep. Another thing that you will notice, after subfloor 4, so 5 and lower, a lot of the map falls apart. There's like question marks, and you don't know.
And here there be monsters.
But in the middle of the city, directly under the castle, there is nothing. Ever. Ever. And it's simply labeled the pit.
Very interesting. Very interesting. Crucible, Ori. Look, right here. That's right under the castle. Look what it says there. What it says is the pit. You remember that thing we saw through the stones?
I remember you folks telling me about it.
You know, back at your dad's place, Ori. We put the stones up there, and then there, whatever that was, cause see,
I know. I was there.
right?
I wasn't in the room when you guys started doing that. You know, in the middle of my dad's house, and you know, with that, you know, kind of.
But that
without
was like a big
permission
pit,
and all
wasn't it?
willy-nilly and stuff, and you know, revealing his interdimensional host to whatever was on the other side. You know, I wasn't really in the room to like talk you guys out of doing that, but
I was in the pillow fort. It wasn't even me. Can you be quiet for a second and listen to me? It was a pit. It was a big pit too. Just saying. Fine. Sorry, I'm a bit irritable because I haven't had any breakfast yet. Where's Joe at the breakfast?
He's naked, standing in the middle of the room because you're showing him this thing.
No, I put
That's
on
so
clothes and I'm looking for silver, remember?
I like the idea that your dick's swinging in the wind.
Okay, well, I'm naked looking for silver then. Fine.
Joe's very comfortable with his housemates.
And last I checked, he was walking around naked looking for silver. Don't ask me why I know that. Anyway.
So
Sorry, I
Duncan,
got some drool here.
This pit that you're showing to me right now, it's like directly underneath the castle. Is that what I'm seeing?
Hi. So here's the castle right here, but there's nothing there. It just says pit.
Yeah.
There's also a couple things over here. They're like towers that go down, but you get to a certain point and things get harder to read. There's things messing and whatnot, but we can get to level 4 in some of this. I'm still figuring some of it out.
So does it look like we have access to the palace through here? To the castle?
Not so much, not yet. I can't find any place specific yet, but I'm getting there.
The way you described the
take
pit,
some
it was
time.
like kind of at like the base of the crutches and whatnot. I mean,
Right.
seems as though, I mean, maybe you could get into the bottom of the castle there, but you might be climbing up some towers, climbing up some stilts. You know,
I'll keep working on it.
Yeah.
But I just thought you should know. I mean,
Okay.
we're connecting things that have happened in the past. I
Yep.
don't know. I want to call them episodes, but that were way back when we were first starting, connecting things. Wish Bagby was here. She could connect things with me.
She's always been there.
Oh, there you are.
No, never mind. She's not there, I guess.
Oh, she's not there. All right, fine.
Well, I mean,
To write the house rules.
I didn't assume you needed to run away to do that, but yeah.
I can
really
well,
big place.
I can help you sort this all out. I do feel like I know we got a lot of heat on us, but I do feel like someone among us should deliver the news to Andy.
Nose goes. So it looks like Bagby gets to talk to Andy.
Okay, so I've come up with about 10 different house rules that I will give Herschel about what he can do with invisibility. What are you guys doing?
Oh, we were just trying to put this.
What do you mean? What are we
this-
doing?
Why do you
Why
have
do
your
you-
fingers on your nose?
Hey, y'all seen any silver?
Gets to talk to Andy.
Oh,
Joe just walked in the room with his dick out. Bagby, sorry.
Jeezy Pete's, Joe.
What?
No, Joe, it's nose goes.
I've never hated
Okay.
being this short before.
I feel okay.
Oh, sorry, Ben.
Okay, I feel bad that we voted while you were gone. So, if someone else can help Duncan out with the map, I can go tell him. I was just
You're gonna
saying
go
that-
tell who what?
I was
Andy.
just saying
he's
someone
gonna-
should deliver the news to
the-
Andy like we said we
Like
would
the
do.
the prince, or whatever. How the hell are you gonna talk to him?
It's like a royal. That's true.
Well, since
We're wanting criminals, remember?
well, I for one can change what I look like. I can send the message by, an animal if I get close enough, although that seems a little impersonal. I can sneak around reasonably well. I mean, it's dangerous, but I feel bad just leaving the guy hanging. He didn't know what happened.
Speaking of which, I should probably go put some clothes on. I'll be right back.
Speaking of hanging.
Are they all lopsided?
Yeah, it's pretty normal.
But one is bigger than the other one?
That's
Well, I mean,
kinda
typically they hang it at different distances so that they don't, knock into each other real hard.
It's
All the time.
perfectly normal. I yell.
normal. Now, Crucible wouldn't know this, but as you get older, you can also sit on them.
You don't have to be that old. I'll tell you right now. You don't have to be that old.
Oh my god. I have.
What do you need me to do? Oh god, I shouldn't have done that. Ow.
I'm dead. Oh god. I mean, so yeah, I feel bad having you get stuck with it, Bagby, since you weren't in here for the vote. So I can do it.
I mean, technically speaking, I'm not part of that wanted group. I
Oh.
wasn't on the initial "Hey, arrest them" page.
You weren't?
Nope.
No, I know that character doesn't. Sorry.
Nope. For some reason, whoever actually wanted you all arrested, maybe they didn't know about me? Or thought I wasn't a threat, I don't know. But, so I can walk around freely, so I could go find Andy.
Or you were protected by powers outside of normal sphere of influence of this place. But, okay, if you could do that, I don't know about the rest of you, but it would be weight off of my heart knowing that we were able to fulfill that tortured soul's last wish.
I can do that. Oh, I promised Bob eggs, whoever's making breakfast, and she'll throw a cook up and head out to go try and find Andy Edine.
Oh, I can work on breakfast before I help Duncan with the map.
So, Bagby, you and Bob leave?
Nope, I'm leaving.
You're just leaving?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Out
You don't want breakfast first?
back door, I would assume? The
Yeah, I'm not
sewer
going
door?
out
Okay.
the sewer exit.
Okay. What are the rest of you doing?
I was looking for silver in the house.
Yes, you would have found it wouldn't have...
You asked me to roll investigation, and I got a nat 20.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you would have had to go all the way to the kitchen on the actually ground floor, but yes, you would have found silver cutlery and stuff like that.
I'm going to do my best to figure out a way to make it usable in the ceremony spell. I want to try to make some
It
holy
needs
water.
to be powdered.
There an alchemy lab in this house? Or was it used for a child's bedroom instead?
You have indestructible surgeon's tools.
Yep. So I have these indestructible surgeon's tools that I'm going to use to. I'm going to hit this silver until it's fucking powder.
You have a bone saw.
Well, yeah.
Oh man, it's kind of hard to concentrate on frying the eggs with all that racket.
Yeah, you just hear
That would
construction
not
sound.
be a pleasant sound from somewhere else.
Yep.
All right.
Especially with the
Duncan.
So I don't know how much you'll actually let me get out of that. I'd like to make at least 2 things of holy water. Well, just 2,
what
'cause
sized?
It's just a vial of water,
Right.
and I can only make 1 per spell.
Depending on how much you want to do, it wouldn't require much to actually make it holy water.
Yeah.
How many do you want to make? Just one?
I'll just make 2, and I'll keep the powder silver there. In our hideout.
Okay, that'll take you
any additional ones.
That'll take you maybe 15 minutes.
Sure.
Sure. Okay. Crucible, Ori, Duncan, what are we working on?
I was working on making eggs.
Okay.
And
Survival?
making breakfast while hearing that.
Don't worry about it.
This is normal.
I really wish I didn't have these half-elf ears right now.
I just
23.
wait for some breakfast
Get this
and
one.
continue to look at the map.
Sounds good. Crucible.
Yeah, I'm not really doing anything right now.
Ori is making excellent breakfast, by the way.
Gotta focus on something.
Hey, Bagby.
Noise.
Everybody else mute your damn selves.
What's up?
You walk out the door.
Mm-hmm.
You start heading in what direction?
You know, a direction. Bagby has no idea where she's going, but she volunteered to do this.
Mm-hmm. Roll survival.
+4. That's how this day is gonna go.
So, by the time you realize you're totally surrounded, you are totally surrounded.
Bye.
You are surrounded by humanoids of different sizes and shapes. There's around 10, probably over. You haven't gotten a good look yet. Sort of emerge out of the shadows in different cracks and crevices as you magically walked by some of them. One of them walks forward, hood pulled real low.
I mean, I have my hood up too.
Just stands in front of you. Not menacing, not threatening. Probably a little menacing, but not threatening.
Excuse me, and I will try and walk past.
Takes a step to the side to block you. Excuse me.
I am just walking. Can I pass, please?
Pass. And the hood shakes. Its head no.
Son of a bitch! Are you that fucking bird thing?
Pulls the hood back. There is a bird head. Bird thing.
Okay, all of you people in the Assassin's Guild, take me to your leader. Alive, please. I don't want you to kill me, but
Leader.
I fucking called this shit.
Leader. Alive.
follow you?
Follow. Just waves its hand.
Pull my hood down to match theirs, and I follow them.
You left on your own, you dummy.
Am I a dummy, or am I going to have a private audience with the Orc Queen? Who knows?
Who knows?
You just gotta walk around in your little robes with a little board in your hand.
Did I save it?
Jesu Domine.
I mean, if one of us is going to have a, a private audience with the leader of the Assassin's Guild and the Orc Queen, it's probably best it's Bagby.
I really smacked my face there. Ow.
That's true. I might just join the Assassin's League. Fuck politics. Down in Krasden. These people are going to pay me to punch people.
I mean, you can totally join both the Thieves Guild and the Assassins Guild.
You're actually like important. And we're
How do
just,
you, Bagby? I didn't save the fucking Laura. Sorry, I didn't save the fucking picture of this NPC you're following. What are they called? Kakadus?
Kenku.
Kenku. Thank you. I didn't save the fucking picture. There it is. Instantly known. Jesus.
Very likely it is going to be a picture of Kiri from Critical Role. I will tell you if it is.
Raven with markings on the beak.
Are you going to put it on the stream?
I'm gonna save it first.
I love Kenkus.
I do too. They're really hard to play, but yeah.
Because you can only mimic, and that's what's really entertaining about them.
Go ahead and roll history, by the way. Or unless you as a player know exactly who this person is.
I mean, she's assuming that it's the Kenku that they encountered on the roof.
And who is that? Who is that?
They never knew a name that I remember. We knew that they were part of the Assassin's Guild.
Go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll history then.
Oh, fuck. I'll roll it on this, unless that's good that I just rolled. 16. I rolled the same thing on both.
16?
Mm-hmm.
You remember... Old Keen talking about a housebreaker. Was a bird person that worked for the Assassin's Guild. That was very high dollar.
Are you Housebreaker?
Housebreaker.
Well, I hear you're good.
I good.
Frankly, I'm a little jealous. Your job sounds kind of fun. If not dangerous and very, very illegal, but fun.
Dangerous, illegal, frankly.
Not fun?
Shrugs.
How's the new boss?
Thumbs up.
I hear she canceled a few hits on me. Paid for them herself.
Holds up the stop sign on the hand. Turns around. Gets real close. Paid herself. Pulls back and starts walking again.
I don't know if I should take that as she paid off the hits on me or she paid for some hits on me. Either way, I'm excited to meet her.
Off.
That's cool. I'm very excited to meet her.
So, how long till you idiots do anything?
What do you?
Oh, I'm sorry. Can we unmute?
You told us to mute. Like, I thought that this was like a thing that was going to go on until you.
Well, I told you to mute so that I wouldn't get a bunch of metagaming, but then Ori unmuted himself and yelled anyway.
It wasn't metagame. I just said called it.
How would we possibly know that this is happening though?
You wouldn't.
Okay.
But, like,
So-
how long would you just... So she said, I'm going to go look for this guy. At what point would any of you look to do anything throughout the course of the day? Do you have a plan?
Okay. Well, like, my idea was I was going to make breakfast and then I was going to help Duncan with the map.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say if noon rolled around, at least in my mind, if noon rolled around and Bagby was not back for lunch, I would maybe get a little bit concerned.
Okay, Duncan, since we're waiting for noon, apparently, roll
That's my
investigation.
mindset. Someone else's mindset could be different.
I'm going to roll another investigation for the map just because, I've been working on it. So here we go.
Well, can you roll with advantage because I'm assisting?
Yes.
With advantage then. I did not so well. Not rolling well, so that's fine. But I'm frustrated. Wait. The baby leave alone?
Well, yeah, I mean, she was the only one who was okay to travel around on the surface. Which door did she take out?
Joe's still porky picking it.
No, I put pants on.
You mean Donald ducking? Well, I guess it's kind of the same.
It's the exact same. Thank you for correcting
I
me.
put clothes on.
So for some reason, she just decided she was going to leave all by herself and go find like some royal to tell him that that his love of his life just died, and everyone was just like, "Okay, I'll see you later then."
You
Is that what you're
sounded
saying
really
happened?
confident.
I was making holy water. What?
Crucible.
I was lounging around until we decided to do something, and even for her diminutive size, Bagby's a big girl.
I don't like it. I'm just going to tell you that right now. So if something happened to her then? Is there any way we can find her?
Are you assuming something's happened to her?
No, but she's alone up there.
He's been gone a while.
I bet we've got a bit of a history of things just happening to us. Well, making poor choices, of course, but then things just happening. And she's alone out there.
Did we see which door she went out?
The only door you guys ever use.
Okay, so she went out through this. Heck, crap! She went out through the sewers, didn't she? She should have just gone out up top. She is allowed up there. Oh crap! I'm with Crucible here for the most part. I feel like she can handle herself, but I know her sense of direction isn't always great. We could. Yeah, crap. We should
No,
start.
there's nothing we can do now.
Well, we could check the immediate surrounding area. I mean, she covers her tracks real good, but we could at least see if she's lost. Maybe she's just out there, kind of walking around in circles.
Okay. You go looking?
Yeah, guess we throw our hoods up and.
Before you exit, Bagby, cut back. You are led down a series of tunnels. Roll survival to try to keep track. Oh, I have to pee again. Fuck.
$17. Not terrible.
You're basically able to keep track. You know you're going north. You know that. And you're not going far. I'm going to be right back.
Hey guys, I have the funny feeling we should head north.
Got to roll, see if anyone can track. Anyone have like good tracking skills? Or can you do that? I mean, you grew up in the forest and all.
You turn into a dog?
Like a bloodhound?
Yeah, I was gonna say I have pretty good survival skills. Tracking falls under that, but yes, they would be enhanced if I turned into a wolf or something like that.
Right. Do you think you could?
Dog catcher.
That's true. You could smell her through all the shite out there.
Yeah, I'll use this opportunity to look up the best wild shape for tracking. I would imagine it would be wolf.
Yeah, maybe not a wolf in the city, though.
We're going through the sewers.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought she was on the streets.
Well, I thought she was going to go out on the streets too, since she was okay up there, but I guess she went into the sewers and got horribly lost and then abducted by the Assassin's Guild.
I see.
Well, we haven't established an easy way up to the streets except to go through the house. And we did say that we didn't want to,
We didn't want to open that main door because it had been boarded
doors.
shut.
Right. Maybe there's another way.
Bagby could have gone through a window. But someone was paying attention enough to know that she went out through the basement. It just didn't register with Ori because he was thinking about breakfast. And was calling out, hey, you don't want breakfast, as she left. I imagine he was wearing a really long t-shirt or hockey jersey. I don't know.
Sorry, I'm back.
So
Bagby,
we've got to see if we can track her then.
you guys have not exited the building yet. I was just saying.
Sorry.
We have not.
Bagby.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Cyberpunk could stop opening. That would be great. You are led for a small way, and you are taken to a entryway, double doors with large steel plating on the outside, multiple guards standing. You've gone down quite a ways in elevation. You stand. The guards outside make way. bird person turns around and looks at you. And motions inside.
Thank you. It was lovely chatting with you.
Lovely chatting.
And walk inside. Oh, I'll turn around to the bird person. My friends, I'm guessing you all are probably looking for them too?
Looking.
Haven't found them yet?
Look.
You know where they are?
No.
Eventually, they're going to realize that I'm not super good at knowing where to go, direction-wise. They'll probably be in the tunnels. If you want to, like, bring them here, don't hurt them or anything, but it's probably a good idea if we're all here at some point.
All here.
I'd search the sewers. Thank you.
He just points to his own head as you walk away.
Yeah, pretty sure they already know where we are.
Nuh-uh.
You find yourself in what can only be described as a loading dock. There's a lot of crates and barrels and people moving stuff around. These all look like workers. Nothing out of the ordinary. And you were totally left alone at this point. None of the guards have come inside with you. None of the people who picked you up have come inside with you. Roll perception.
11.
Yeah, you just see and hear different people moving stuff around, checking crates and barrels. You see one individual standing towards the back of the room, sort of barking orders.
I will head towards that individual.
Are you Bagby?
Mm-hmm.
I have 4 other names.
Yeah. So they were kind of under arrest by the guard, and so they don't go outside much. But I wasn't part of that, so I went outside, and then your friends found me.
Not coming. Gotcha.
Well, I told them to go search the sewers, because they'll probably come looking for me.
That's fine. Hallway back there, through the door. Wash your hands and feet. Walking through the sewers, please. There's a washroom on the right. Our Lady in White, go ahead and look for her. You can't miss her.
That's a really interesting choice of names for a leader of an assassin's guild. I
Hey,
like it.
legitimate business. Get the hell out of here.
Mm-hmm. And walk away.
Do you go to the washroom?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yes.
I mean, I'm mostly barefoot and barehanded most of the time, so I am taking the opportunity to wash my feet and hands.
They have nice soap. It's made of honeycomb.
Oh, that smells so good.
They get it from the Beyond section of Bed Bath & Beyond. It has divination properties. The
Hey, don't chew your paws.
You exit that room and you hear commotion from the end of the hallway, where you also see, well, this hallway is lit. You see like more advanced light and shadows crossing. There's a grouping of people in there. There are 2 other doors in this hallway as well, on the sides.
I will poof to one of the shadows closer to the people to see if I can hear what's going on.
So that's the corner of the room, yes? Of that angle into the room. So perception, now that you're there.
12. One better than last time.
It's a room full of people. It actually reminds you very much of a pub or a bar. A lot of discussion. The smell of pipe or tobacco somewhere. The occasional clinking of mugs and glass. But a lot of it's more hushed tones. This isn't drunkards yelling at each other. This is conversation at a reasonable tone in a room full of people.
Do I see a lady in white?
You do. And she's actually behind the bar. Cloaked entirely in white. Very regal.
I'm gonna just walk over and hop up on the bar stool.
Person you see behind that is cloaked in white also has a white mask and white gloves.
Ooh.
You can see literally nothing behind the facade they have chosen.
I heave myself up.
The figure takes a glance. Hello, Bagby.
Hello, lady in white.
You may call me Ramita. Everyone else does.
Romida. That's a very pretty name.
What can I get you?
I don't really drink. Do you have any apple juice?
We have cider. It's similar.
That'll work. As long as it's not poisoned. I see you.
Is alcohol a poison? I mean, technically it is.
Oh, good point.
She hands you a mug. Human-sized mug, by the way.
Very large. This is going to take me all day.
She then gives you a copper straw and throws it in. Does Bagby like cider?
Mm-hmm.
More, please.
So,
We should probably wait until my friends get here to really go into detail.
if you want. Why are you looking for me, Bagby?
For who?
You. All of you. Why are you looking for me?
Oh, for you. Well, we think we might have the same goal. If you are who we think you are.
Fair
We
enough.
met your husband's emissary.
Which one?
Older orc dude.
You got a name?
He definitely gave us one. I definitely don't remember it.
Roll history.
This was the spa episode where I wasn't there.
19. Bagby remembers.
Somebody can tell her.
He was a general.
Oh, good.
If that helps. He was a general. It was like I'm thinking of Warcraft orcs. I can't think of the name you gave him.
Rumak Neff.
Yep.
Rumak Neff.
I was gonna go with Drekthar.
Oh, Rue. He's like a father to my husband. It's annoying. Which means he's like my father-in-law, if you catch what I'm saying.
Hmm. Well, now it's kind of confirmed that you are who we thought you were.
But am I?
Well,
I'm a person behind a mask inside of a hood. Who are you looking for?
I'm looking for the woman who wants to meet death.
Let me ask you a question, Bagby. How does death present himself?
Well, when I met him, he presented himself in a place that was out of time, in a black suit. Everything around me was shades of gray, white, black. There was no color anymore. He had claws that seemed almost shark-like, but nothing felt real. The time didn't flow the same way.
I believe everything you just said. Because death, in my time on this plane, has always presented themselves as white. She grabs her mask. And black. Thank you very much for watching tonight.
Dun dun dun. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah!
Have an excellent evening, everybody. We will be back.
I
What-
just saw, I didn't see the art earlier.
Oh
so-
yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
No!
Thank you very
Yeah,
much for
well-
watching.
Yep. Yeah, I'll good night, everybody.
Tomorrow, what are we doing? We're still playing, right?
I believe we'll give it a shot. We'll see how it goes. And we'll talk a little bit after this, and we'll see. Patrick, it is his anniversary with his hopefully your wife, correct?
Sunday we will be doing a distant star. Next week's going to be super up in the air. I am going to be on vacation. I'm going to try to take a computer with me so that I can continue to do streams. But if internet does not work, it will be up to these fine people to make something happen. Thank you very much for watching.
He called us Pete.
See you
Have an excellent
tomorrow,
night.
everybody.
Goodbye.
Bye.